Hi guys, today I'm going to show you one of the many talents of your Kitchenaid stand mixer. I'm going to be making pasta from start to finish. I'm going to be using the recipe straight out of the book. It's a pretty simple recipe. If you don't have it, I'm going to post it down below. But it's just a basic egg noodle pasta. It's 3.5 cups of flour, 4 large eggs. These kind of vary in size because they came off my farm. And this is organic, all-purpose flour. And then a tablespoon of water. I have a little more than a tablespoon of water in that cup because I always find that it needs a slight bit more. But on top of that, I'm going to be adding some spinach that I blended up in my magic bullet, in my mini blender. So start out, the recipe is so simple about this part. You don't have to add it in any special order. Flour, eggs. Getting off to a pretty bad start here. These are thick shells when they come out of free-range chickens. 2. If you're not sure what size your eggs are, if you're getting them off the farm like me, a good measure for 4 large eggs, and I think this is written in most recipes, is that you want to have 7/8 of a cup. So 7/8 of a cup is a standard egg. So I'm going to add better than half of this water. So now I have all the ingredients in there. We're going to attach the blade, flat blade, lock it, and we're going to turn it on speed 2 for 30 seconds. So there's speed 2. And I'm already throwing flour all over my phone. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my spinach. Which, in this amount, is more for color than anything. There we go. Alright, so I think it's done, don't you? That's just the beginning. Now it's all pretty and green. Yay. I'm going to clean this off. I think you're supposed to use a fork or a spoon or something for that. So don't follow my example. And then we're going to attach the dough hook. And we're going to turn it on speed 2 for 2 minutes. Now if you're wondering about the table this thing is on, I ended up bringing it across the kitchen and putting it on a little card table I had set up a little while ago. So, sorry about that. It's going to jiggle a little. There we go, for 2 minutes. As far as I was going to start tossing everything around when it's kneading that dough. If it's on a sturdy counter, it won't move so much, but there you go. That's what you want it to start looking like. Alright. It unlocked itself. That's fancy. So it's clumped up now. There's still a little bit of dust on the bottom there, a little flour dust. So we're going to stick that up out of there. And then I have orders from the directions to knead by hand for another 30 seconds to 1 minute. So I'll show you the color here. Nice pretty texture and color. And give me 1 second. Just hand knead this for a minute or so. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see when I put it in the mixer, this is going to be really tough dough. When I put it in the pasta press, it does a lot of kneading before it ever gets through. So I just make a bowl and keep on rolling it through just to make sure all the dry stuff gets inside for the resting process. So, not a big deal here. As long as you're working it. Alright, so we're going to call that good. And we're going to put it in a bowl. Conveniently, we already have a bowl set up. And it says here to cover with dry towel and let sit for 15 minutes. So, I would normally cover it with a dry towel and let it sit for 15 minutes. I don't want to go upstairs to get one. So I'm going to cover it with a slightly dampened paper towel just so it'll hold in place. And reset my clock here. Start it. And I'm going to let you watch this timer for 15 minutes while I fast forward through it. Alright, for the last couple of minutes I'm going to give you a quick demo of the pasta press. So, this ought to be exciting. Alright, let's see, we got 3 minutes to get this done. So this here is the pasta press and all of its glorious pieces. And it has different attachments that go on it for, let's see, spaghetti for example. Let's see if it'll give you that. Spaghetti. It also has large macaroni, small macaroni, Bucatini, fusilli, you can correct my pronunciation if you want, and rigatoni. So tonight we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do Bucatini for what we're doing. I think I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, we're going to cut it a little bit long too, but that's what I'm going to do. So, here we go. There's this tube here, and this, the auger goes straight down in there. Your, whatever pasta you're going to do, goes in that, and then the screws down on top of it. Now, you only want to do this hand tight. It comes with a little wrench here, but that is not for you to tighten it on, because you'll get it jammed, you'll break it, crack the plastic, whatever. That's only to help get it off. Okay? Then once this is set on it upside down, this is to cut it as it's coming through. I don't know if this is a newer design or something, but it beats the heck out of the some of the pasta presses that come with the Kitchenaid. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off of here. Yeah, that's how I do it. I'm going to unscrew the end, and we're going to get this pasta press on it. Unscrew it a little more. There we go, and tighten it back on. And we'll almost be ready by the time the time is up. So put that somewhere that you won't lose it. I'm going to put that little wrench out of the seam. Oh, and also, I'll show you what the hook on the end is. But this right here is to press it down if you ever need to. I don't think I've ever run across that problem. But let's see, time's almost up. I'm going to get something to set the stand mixer up on, and then I'll show you how this thing works. Alright, I set it up on my coffee station table there. It's not perfect or ideal, but it's set up off of the table, and you see how low the pasta press hangs? that's kind of why I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few balls out of the pasta, because you need to make it into, oh, what did they say? Anyway, they have some special size that they talk about, but basically what you want is balls that will fall in there, but won't get jammed up on the way down. So about an inch, inch and a half in diameter ought to do it. I'm going to get a large plate to put it on as it falls. Alright, here we go. Now, for the Bucatini, the recommended mixer speed is 10. So I'll go ahead and turn it up to 10, let you watch that auger move. See it spinning? And that thing's working. So, here we go, first ball in. And it's starting to squeeze it. And like I said, this thing kneads it really well. But here we go. Get some of this dough going. And when it starts to press, you go under. You can see these noodles start to form. Now for the first little bit, you're going to want to cut it off and put it right back in. But no trouble at all. And this thing cuts 2 ways. So here's the first batch that's a little messed up. So you just put that right back in. I want to cut a little bit long anyway, but there you go. Now you got noodles. Alright, here we go. Turn it back on and you're going to see this in fast forward mostly. Alright, so I'm going to unplug this. See, there's still a little smudge down there. Alright, and this is pretty much the end. I mean, we still got to cook it, but that's it right there. So I'm going to use this to loosen it. Let me get that back on there. Alright, see why you need this. So once this dough is clotted up in there, it's work to get it off. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Now here, real quick, I'm going to pull off the outside dough here. This is what this hook is for. That auger is not going to come out willingly, so you have to hook it and give it a little pull. Now this dough, being as dry as it is, comes out almost clean. You still don't want a soap in there or something, but this dough will come off the rest of the way, and you can wash in there. All this stuff can be sunk in water and washed. The unit itself, though, it says not to submerge in water, so you got to clean it with a brush or a sponge or something like that. So that's it for now. The rest is going to be included in what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. And but typically you just boil it in water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of butter for 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, it doesn't take long at all. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and give you a quick close-up here of my noodles. Beautiful. Thanks for watching.